Hello everyone, it's Quest Quenchers here, and there's been an interview with Pete Hines on IGN. So I just want to go over what he kind of said, and so basically it starts off with him saying, you know, that the last stretch of any kind of game development, getting it out the door, is always the most difficult, but he's really excited and nervous to get it into people's hands, but overall they're really happy with the final product, which is great to hear. They've also made a theatre that they will be showcasing the beginning of the game, which I'm immensely jealous at because I won't be seeing that, so that's great. But yeah, so they're producing all this amazing content. We'll probably see quite a few videos go up of leaking the beginning of the game. So be wary on social media and all that stuff. With what he's saying, there will also be no delay at all, so that's great. It's definitely coming for early access on the 1st of September, but basically the 31st of August, sort of like at midnight, so that will be really cool to see. I'm looking forward to that. The host talks about, by the sounds of it, it sounds like he's got a little early access kind of thing, because he talks about Radiant quests and how they pop up when you're traveling, and just how it intertwines. So it makes you change what you're doing when they pop up, basically, which is pretty cool, I guess. I mean, you know, I found that a bit annoying in different games, but I suppose it's like, if it's like, oh, an enemy ship coming up and you're like flying through the verse and stuff like that, it's like, hey, something to get, some loot to be having, kind of thing. And then Pete goes on to discussing how he likes to pay, how likes to play. Whilst working, Pete describes a bunch of, freedom and chaos in the game. He basically puts like, this game is designed for you make your own story, you can follow our stories and all that stuff, but it's like the story that you make kind of thing when exploring this universe, basically. Which sounds alright, it sounds good. I dislike Minecraft kind of games where you've got to make your own kind of story and your own kind of thing. But from what we've seen, I do feel like there will be story in this game. There will be people and interaction and stuff. We don't want a Fallout 76 kind of genre going on, because just talking to dead bodies or listening to dead people's audio is terrible as a game sort of premise, especially when it comes to BGS and stuff like that, so I don't really want to do that. He also talks about like how he spent a week in space. Now I don't know if it was week in game or a week literally playing in space, which is interesting. I do like space travel, but the character I'll be playing won't like that. But that'll be really interesting. Like, I'm hoping that the Radiant encounters and stuff like that, they'll be like, oh, look at this abandoned ship, you can go into it, find some loot. Oh, a space station there, oh, it's randomly generated. I don't know the extent of the random generation, but I guess we'll find out soon, eh? And then he also talks about something they're called activities, which seem like, to him, he explains that this might seem like a throwaway thing, but actually they have substance to them, so go and do these activities, which is interesting. I wonder how that kind of mechanic works. Is it like you get radio signals and be like, hey, this goes into your quest log as an activity? Like, oh, you can show up somewhere and get something kind of thing. But apparently they're quite unique, so that's pretty cool. So it was a very short and but sweet kind of information dump interview kind of thing, and it was nice seeing people talking about it and stuff, and how his reaction is to like all the trailers and stuff, and thanking his the team that took care of that. I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, so it's quite exciting now. It's definitely all the interviews, Gamescom. Hopefully we might see more sort of trailers or interviews down the line. Knowing my luck, I'm recording this and it's gonna be there as soon as I finish rendering and put it out. There's another massive interview with Todd Howard or something like that, and maybe some gameplay revealing. I do feel like we need to see a continual quest of some sort. Maybe not at the beginning, I don't want to see the beginning, but maybe like, hey, you've been tasked to deliver a parcel here, there and everywhere, and somehow the quest goes wrong and you get ambushed and all that stuff for some game, gamey things that happen. So yeah, hopefully we will be seeing some of that soon. Or we'll be just playing the game, because it's not long, it's like 8 days or something now. So yeah, that's all from that interview. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a quick one again, but please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.